Hi there, Keir here, coming to you live for our weekly video and blog post. Coming to you from Lake Placid in the Adirondack Mountains of upstate New York, home to two Winter Olympics in 1932 and 1980. If you haven't been, highly recommend visiting. It's such a beautiful part of the world with mountains and lakes and communities that are really, really fun to explore. Today, in fact, I'm going on a hike this afternoon, which I'm really excited about. So this week, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about what it really means to me to create a healthy, freedom-based lifestyle by design. What does that mean, right? You've probably heard that term, or maybe you haven't. What does lifestyle by design really mean? And what it means is this. It means being the chief architect and director of your life and how you live it. Everything from the habits that you follow and implement, to the routines, to the people you put into your life, to the ideas you surround yourself with, to the inputs, the things that you consume. Again, both ideas, energy, food, nutrition, to the way that you show up in your relationships and your work, to the way that you travel, to the values that you espouse and live by. All of these things go into this idea of a lifestyle. And a lot of people, unfortunately, create a lifestyle by default or by chance or by accident, not by design. And they fall into the traps of society, of easy habits and easy living. And oftentimes, this lifestyle is not necessarily a healthy one or supportive of their goals, their health, and their vision for life. So I want to tell you a little bit about my story and how I really got familiar and acquainted with this idea of lifestyle by design. It was probably 4 or 5 years ago when I started to get introduced to this body of work known as personal development, self-help, right? Holistic wellness living, and just living better and trying to grow personally and professionally each and every day. So for me, lifestyle by design means just that, being the architect and the director of making sure that I live healthy, that I have a high level of energy, that I'm living purposefully and creating an impact every day, that I'm building abundance into my life in all areas, that I'm showing up and impacting people in my relationships positively, that I'm living free and clear of bad habits, behaviors, and addictions, so that my mind is not deterred from its mission and its vision for life and my goals, so that I'm clear-headed, I'm fully present and centered. And I do this by surrounding myself with the right ideas and people and practicing certain things. For me, for instance, that might be the benefits of a strong, solid morning routine, which some might say is very regimented. And how does that, serve you as a creative too? Well, it actually increases and expands my freedom because it puts certain health habits on autopilot, so I don't have to think about them, such as every morning taking my vitamins, drinking water, exercising, writing in my journal, doing my affirmations, counting the things I'm grateful for, meditating, getting centered before the day. I do all this every day before I even start my working day. And it helps me stay centered. It helps me protect these habits that support my growth, my health, and my future. And putting them on autopilot, really, really helpful. Also, if you're looking to break free from some of those bad habits or tendencies or behaviors or even addictions we might have, whether it be to alcohol, drugs, watching TV, social media is increasingly becoming a very problematic behavior and addiction in society today. Oftentimes, stepping outside of yourself a little bit, looking at what's important to you, identifying what's important to you, and then starting to architect and create a lifestyle by design that keeps in your life and adds into your life things that are supportive, healthy, and growth-oriented, and starts to remove and replace those things that aren't with better habits, better ways of thinking and living. So that's really what, creating a healthy, freedom-based lifestyle by design means for me. I'd love to hear what lifestyle by design means for you. If you firmly feel like you are in the driver's seat of your life now, creating, thinking, and living as you choose and want to, you're doing it in a way where freedom is a huge centerpiece. You're not pulled in the direction of others or influences or impulses or compulsions to whatever it may be, right? A fleeting whim, a bad habit, an addiction of some sort, some substance. I like to hear from you. What does lifestyle by design mean from you? Are you living free of these outside influences that could be dramatically destructive and harmful to you? We're all going to have some, right? Or are you really being the chief architect and making sure you remove those things that aren't healthy and supportive and replace them with things that are healthy and supportive? So hopefully you get some value from this. Again, it's all about lifestyle by design, being intentional, being the director of your life and how you live and think, and making sure you add things that are supportive, growth oriented, and remove those that aren't. Please leave me a comment or a message. Let me know what you thought about this. Share it with somebody who needs to hear it. And again, to your success, your freedom, and your happiness. We'll talk to you soon.